What's up, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing good as always. Today we have a very short and interesting game to look at that really highlights the power of sacrifices and the power of gambits in chess. This was a game between Henry Bird against Emanuel Lasker in 1892. Bird has the white pieces and he starts with e4. Of course, this is Henry Bird, the creator of the one f4 opening, but instead we see e4. Maybe even he realizes that e4 might be a bit better for white. We have e4, e5, d4. We have takes on d4, and now c3. We have takes again. A move here is maybe knight recapturing, but instead we have bishop c4. This is a really nice double pawn gambit that I like to play, because what happens is after black takes, look at the beautiful bishops that now white has gotten. So you're gambiting a couple of pawns, but by doing so, you're opening up all of the squares around here for all of your pieces, especially these bishops, to really be so powerful upon these diagonals. Of course, there's tons of traps that can come and arise from this. I actually made a video on this opening. If you're interested, it will be linked down below in the description. But regardless, let's see what happens here. Here, the queen gets developed very early. It's not something that you typically want to do, but it is trying to take advantage of the fact that this bishop has left its starting square quite early, so this pawn here on g2 is undefended. But instead of defending it, we have knight to f3, the queen takes, and now rook g1, getting even more pieces aimed at the king. I mean, this is a beautiful attack that is starting for white. So sacrificing already 3 pawns, actually, but all in the goal of attacking. And this really, again, shows the power that can come from sacrifices. So here the queen doesn't move. Instead, we see bishop to b4 check. The king moves to e2, and now the queen has to move. And this is where white starts to attack. We have bishop takes f7, beautiful check. The king moves to d8. Notice that if the king took, this invites, obviously, this beautiful fork here. So if the king takes, there's this fork here between the king and the queen. And that's all because of the fact that this knight got out really early. So the more pieces you develop and the faster you develop them, the more chances you have for tactics, and in general, the more chances you have to gain advantages. So instead, the king in this position moves over to d8, in which case the other bishop comes in. We have the knight moving to e7, so already giving away the rook, but you don't want the rook in a position like this. Instead, knight to g5, taking, putting an attack on the queen. But even better, once the queen moves, the final move, try to find it if you can't see it already, knight to e6, checkmate. I mean, such a quick game. It's 12 moves, and it really shows the power that comes when you sacrifice. Now, of course, not every game that you start sacrificing blindly will lead to a 12-move checkmate. There is a risk factor for sacrificing. You don't want to start giving away your rooks and knights for free. You want to make sure that when you sacrifice, you're sacrificing a little bit of pawns, or even just a knight or a bishop, to be able to get a very strong attack that could lead you to win the queen or the game, as shown here. Like I mentioned, there is a risk factor if you do try to sacrifice and halfway through you realize, oh wait, I gave away a knight, but I don't have a way to continue an attack. Then that's not good. Later in that game, that might go to bite you because you don't have enough material to defend. But this video and this game does show you that there is life to sacrificing, and there is possibilities where sacrificing is very powerful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.